Hi, this is Brooke Blue, and I am a graduate student in the Master of Arts in Teaching program at the University of Maryland University College. This is my action research project that I have created in my last semester of the program. My topic for this project is infusing technology in the secondary English classroom. So the purpose of this study is to examine the impact that technology, specifically video-based technology, has on improving student literacy in the secondary English classroom. My research question will be, what impact will technology have on improving students' literacy in the secondary English classroom? There are many students who have trouble in English with literacy and their problems are just pushed to the side. After each unit, an assessment should be given. Students who score below the expectation level are not properly grasping the material and certain actions must be taken. These students may benefit from technology such as smartboards, projectors, and videos in order to learn to the best potential that they are capable of. However, if these technologies are not employed in the classroom, then the teacher will never know whether they are effective in helping these students. Therefore, an action research study has been put in place by me in order to find out if this technology will improve secondary students' content literacy in the English classroom. The action research is being put to investigation because of literacy issues in the secondary English classroom, but specifically, certain students cannot interpret the meaning of poems that we learn in class. In order to improve the students' literacy and help them be able to effectively interpret specific poems, technology should be used in the classroom. If there is a smartboard in the classroom, that technology should be taken advantage of during this time. Certain activities with the smartboard can be done in order to improve literacy. The same applies for a projector in the classroom. Also, videos relating to the poems should be shown to the students in order to help them. Some of the students in question might be visual learners. Therefore, these technologies will help them better understand the meanings of certain poems. Some of the students might have issues with reading that make it hard for them to read the poems and ultimately interpret them. Some of the students may have word comprehension issues, which contributes to the ineffectiveness of interpreting the poems. Also, technologies such as smartboards are very interactive and would help the students in that way. The results of this action research study would be beneficial in understanding if certain technologies work to improve the content literacy of secondary students in the English classroom. It would also be beneficial because if this study does in fact work, then the technology can be employed in the classroom right away for those students in need of help, and it will contribute to the overall learning of the classroom. So I've already said that my action research study question will be, does employing video technology to supplement print texts improve content literacy in the secondary English classroom? Now I will talk about the literature review. In this literature review, the benefits of using technology in the secondary English classroom will be discussed. The discussion of different ways certain technologies can be employed in the classroom will also be discussed. In an article from learningpoint.org, the benefits of technology usage in the classroom is discussed and highly recommended. When talking about integrating technology into the curriculum, the article says, effective research-based technology integration can enhance student learning in language arts, mathematics, science, social science, foreign language, English as a second language, and technology literacy. Teachers can engage students in their own learning with 21st century tools, web-based resources for research, and social networking technology. Students can synthesize and present knowledge creatively through graphic presentations, audio and video files, online portfolios, and web page creation. Teachers can motivate students through project-based collaborative programs such as the JASON project, Journey North, ePals, Classroom Exchange, and the Global Grocery List project. And they can take them on virtual field trips to museums, art galleries, and other curriculum-related websites. For the purpose of this action research study, Graphic presentations and audio-video files from the computer will be used in order to improve the student's ability to interpret poems studied in class. The article also talks about enhancing education through technology. The purpose of enhancing education through technology is to improve student academic achievement through the use of technology in elementary schools and secondary schools, to assist every student in crossing the digital divide by ensuring that every student is technologically literate by the time the student finishes 8th grade, regardless of the student's race, ethnicity, gender, family income, geographic location, or disability. To encourage the effective integration of technology resources and systems with teacher training and curriculum development to establish research-based instructional methods that can be widely implemented as best practices by state education agencies and local education agencies. By employing these technological strategies in the English secondary classroom, such as graphic presentations on smartboards or projectors, as well as audio-visual videos, it will hopefully improve the content literacy of students. In another article from ldonline.org titled Adolescent Literacy, What's Technology Got to Do with It?, it talks about how students with learning disabilities and problems with literacy benefit from the use of technology while learning. It talks about how too few students in secondary classrooms use technology as a tool for learning while they should be. It discusses how technology can support learners through electronic references such as dictionaries, thesaurus, and encyclopedias, as well as video supports such as how-to diagrams and animated illustrations. Regarding electronic references, it says, definitions, translations, and explanations are now a click away. Identify dictionaries and other tools to use in the program, teach their use, and expect students to use them to develop the vocabulary skills. Look for tools with text-to-speech to read the word, read the definitions, and support word study. If classrooms are not equipped with internet-ready computers, consider purchasing handheld dictionaries with many of the same features and encourage students to get their own and use them. Have students sign up for a word of the day email or text message to receive on their own cell or smartphones. On video support technology, it says, visuals are a fantastic tool for building background knowledge, especially for ELL learners. Bookmark sites such as www.howstuffworks.com with content-specific illustrations to help learners grasp sequences, interactions, and relationships. Use virtual manipulatives and interactive math dictionaries such as the National Library of Virtual Manipulatives and the Math Forum at Drexel University to demonstrate concepts and vocabulary. All of these strategies are wonderful in employing technology in the secondary English classroom. One of the case studies that I researched comes from an article from the usydacademia.edu, and in the article the writers talk about a case study that was completed at Lakeshore University in the Midwest. They said that we draw on data from a case that examined the ways pre-service English teachers and adolescents utilize online multimodal resources in their discussions of young adult fiction in an online space known as Moodle, an open source, web-based software for creating virtual classrooms. As part of a course project, small groups of pre-service teachers used the tools afforded by Moodle to individually design virtual classrooms using images, color and links to video and internet sources, and various other multimodal tools that personalize the experience. This research took place over 3 semesters between 2006 and 2008. And each semester, a different group of undergraduate pre-service English teachers enrolled in a class called Teaching Adolescent Literature at Lakeshore University. In this class, the pre-service teachers interacted with a class of secondary level students from a public school in Lee Hills, which is a small suburb near Lakeshore University. Also, in the findings of the study, it showed that the technological tools used did contribute to the overall understanding of the text that they were learning. Therefore, this proves that something like this could work for secondary students studying poems. The technological tools could help the students in the overall understanding of the meaning and interpreting of the poems being studied in class. In another case study by a master teacher in Lehigh Acres, Florida, and a PhD associate professor of curriculum and instruction in the College of Education at Florida Gulf Coast University, the use of technology through blogs is employed in the classroom in order to improve students' fluency. The results showed high student interest in technology as a tool for reading and writing, a desire to feel useful when members of their community are in need, and a willingness of participants to continue to play an active role in blog submissions. The results also showed that students completed a post-blog questionnaire wherein they were asked to explain how they felt about a number of issues relating to the entire process. The students were amazed at both the ability of the technology and their ability to read and write to others using this technology. Now I will talk about my methodology. This action research study will take place at a public high school in Montgomery County, Maryland. The researcher will observe two classes at the same time. One of the classes will be the control group and the other class will be the experimental group. Both classes will be ninth grade English and have approximately 25 students in each class. The length of the study will take place over one semester. The researcher will try to find two classes that have relatively the same makeup of student demographics in each class. The two classes will have as close to as possible the same amount of learning disability students. During the course of the semester, the two classes will be learning the same exact material. In the control group, the teacher will teach the class the material, specifically certain poems, and interpret them, and will not use any technology in the classroom. In the experimental group class, the teacher will also teach the students the same material, but he or she will incorporate video-based technology and audio-visual technology into the lesson plans. After the first week of using the technological tools, the researcher will compare the notes on the two observed classes. So now I will talk about my tutoring sessions that I had with a 10th grade student named Danielle Kimmel, and she had some content literacy issues in her English class. And so what I did was I used some technological tools such as some video-based technology in order to see if this would improve her literacy in her class. And it turned out that it actually did. Throughout the 9 sessions that we had, it did improve her content literacy, and she was able to effectively complete her homework assignments better using the technology, and also she was able to understand the material better. So I would like to thank everyone for listening, and that is the end of my action research project. Thank you.